Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bitches and bastards, to another exciting and fun episode of the Smerdley Show. Today I'd like to tell you a joke. There was a performer, he was like a musician and a Houdini-like escape artist, and he added a new routine to his act one time. And he was up there on stage, and he said, okay, and he got in a chair and he called a volunteer from the audience to pick up a sledgehammer and to place a cinder block on top of his head and to bring the hammer down and smash the cinder block. And people were saying, no, you don't want to do that, you'll get hurt. And he said, no, go ahead, I'll be fine, watch, I'll escape from this, I'll get out of it. So the volunteer went up there and he had a couple people balance the cinder block on his head. The guy took the sledgehammer, came right down on his head, BAM! And the cinder blocks crumbled into pieces, and the guy's eyes went white, and he collapsed, bleeding profusely. Everybody was like, oh my God! He was rushed to the hospital, the emergency room, and they had to do surgery, brain surgery. And he was in a coma for almost 3 years. And he was just laying there, and then one day his eyes started fluttering, and one of the nursing aides noticed and went and got the nurse, and the nurse, oh my God, he's coming out of his coma. And once he came out of his coma, all these hospital attendants were all around his bed, praying for him and stuff. And he opened his eyes, and he went, ta-da! All right, so it was a lame joke. Want to hear another joke? I got time for one more joke. There was these two winos, and, well, let me start over. There was this cop named Clancy, and he's walking his beat in the city. He went by this barroom, and in an alley, he shined his light down the alley, and he saw something laying there on the ground. And he came a little closer, and he said, what the hell is this? There was two winos, and they were passed out. And one wino was face down, and he has pants down and back, and the other wino had his fingers shoved up the other wino's ass, and they were both passed out. So the cop went with his nightstick and bang, bang, bang. Hit the one wino in the feet and said, get up, wake up. He said, you better have a reasonable explanation for this. Why you're laying there with your finger up that guy's ass. And the wino looked at him and went, oh, he pulled his finger out. And he said, let me explain, officer, there's a reasonable explanation for this. I'm not a pervert, nothing. This is all completely innocent. See, this is my buddy here, and he's taking a new antidepressant. And it says on the label, do not drink with this antidepressant or you could go into shock and die. And I was just trying to make him throw up. And the cop said, what the hell kind of bullshit are you telling me? You can't make a man throw up by sticking your finger up his ass. And the wino said, yes, you can, officer. See, when I pull my finger out of his ass and stick in his mouth, he'll throw up. Well, I don't often tell jokes, but when I do, they're funny. Well, that's it for today's Smerdley Show, folks, and I hope you enjoyed it, and God bless you, and fear not these long hours of darkness, for a supreme being watches over from on high.